This device is called a torque feeler. I first saw it on the Pasco website for about $250, and I thought we could probably make one. It's a piece of dowel about 25mm diameter. Just drill a hole in it, and this is the rod from a retort stand. That's all there is to it. The idea is that it gives students a good feeling about what torque actually means. So if the student holds the torque feeler like this, the weight of this rod here is trying to turn the whole thing in a clockwise direction, and of course they have to apply a torque in the opposite direction to keep it stationary. And you can think of the axis of the handle here as a pivot. So to get an idea of the things that torque depend on, if you hook a weight on here, so this is just a 1 kilogram lump of metal. If you slide it right down at the end here, this is still very easy to hold. Obviously the 1 kilogram, the gravity force on that is applying a force to the rod, and that creates a clockwise torque. It's fairly obvious that if you put a larger mass on here, that's going to create a larger force, and the torque that the student has to apply is going to be greater. What's very instructive is when the student's holding it, if you slowly move the mass further and further away from the center, it becomes more and more difficult to hold. This is 1 kilogram, so for most students, going right out to the end would be very difficult. If you've got some very strong students, you might want to have a couple of kilograms. The Pasco one actually had a little bolt sticking out on the end here to stop the weight from sliding off. We haven't bothered with that, but that's an optional activity.